Hello there. I've come out to the garden to show you the duck house I've been building through the summer. It's not just the duck house, it's also an enclosure. I've made a 16 foot by 16 foot run with an external duck house that connects to the run. The reason being, having kept 4 chickens now for a few months and we've enjoyed keeping them, Alison and I have decided to keep some ducks as well, so we're looking for about 4 or 5 ducks. The breeds we're considering at the moment that we're looking for are either khaki Campbells or Muscovies, and the reason being that both of those are quiet ducks because we're considerate neighbours, and also they're reputed to be good layers, even better than chickens we've heard, so we're hoping to get plenty of nice duck eggs as well. So like I say, through the summer, through this lockdown period, I've been busy in the garden with framing material from Shed and Fencing World on the Mel stretch, on the Wirral, which has been very reasonably priced for timber. We've been buying tannalised timber, so it's weatherproof, or reasonably weatherproof. And from the internet I've been buying hardware cloth, which is stronger than chicken wire, also some chicken wire as well. So let's give you a quick tour of the coop and the run, or the duck house and the run. There we go, started off building a duck house from shiplap timber, which I bought from Shed and Fencing World. There's Goldie just having a quick cross of the drawbridge, and Penelope going past as well. So this is actually for the ducks, although we've got chickens in the run at the moment. The duck house is obviously for the ducks, so we're hoping to have those in the next couple of weeks. We've been looking around today trying to find some, and we'll keep you updated with another video, of course, as soon as we get the first ducks in. And to protect the chickens from the elements on a rainy day, if we leave them out here for the day, I've built a bus shelter, a little flat roofed shelter. I'm going to have to put some roofing felt on there just to make it a bit more watertight. At the moment it provides fairly decent rain protection for the food, and also some protection for the birds, so when they're out there for the day, or out here in the run for the day, they can hide in there if they want to get away from the sun. You can see Luna there pecking away at the layers pellets. She's happy enough, and a bowl of grit in there as well, and obviously we provide plenty of water. We have several sources of water in the run. One of them is this small pool which I've installed, thinking of the ducks really. They should be here soon, and the chickens have been popping in there to have a little drink quite regularly, so they like to perch on those rocks around the edge of the pool, and then they lean forward and drink out of the pool. I'm going to put a large rock in the middle because I'm a bit concerned about the chickens managing to fall in, whether they'd be able to get out again, so just to be on the safe side, I'm going to put a large rock in the middle, and then they've got something they can clamber on top of if they do fall in. We also, on the right hand side there on top of that log, have a bowl of water, so it's nice clean fresh drinking water which is replenished every day. We were pleased to get the bowls, sorry, not the bowls, well, let's talk about the bowls. We got the bowls from a place called Larton's Farm Supplies on the Wirral. The logs we got from Sorgull Massey, a place called Prospect Farm, just by the Sorgull pub, and they were very, very reasonably priced, just a few pounds for 3 large logs, which are quite light actually because they're well dried out. The chickens are very happily scratching away at the ground there. They're in here for most of the day now, they get nearly all day outside. We try to wait till they've laid eggs in the morning, and then we let them out for the rest of the day to scratch around and find any food they can find, aside from the food obviously that we provide for them. For stimulation, intellectual stimulation for chickens, I've installed a swing on which only Luna so far has been. She looked a little bit unsteady on there, but they apparently get used to them after a little while. So there we go, a swing for the chickens, keeping them amused through the day. And then finally, because they haven't access to their normal chicken coopage, you can see through the doorway through the hardware cloth there, they haven't access to the egg laying nest boxes, which you can see on the right hand side of the chicken coop. if we've got them locked in here for the day, especially if we pop out for a while. So I've built a small, it looks like a dog kennel, but it's actually a nesting box for the chickens. So we put the same nesting material inside there as we put in the nesting boxes in the main coop. I've purposely made it nice and small and cosy, so it's just sort of big enough for one chicken or possibly two to get in there. We've put a fake egg in there to give them an idea what to use that little box for. And that's somewhere the chickens can go if they feel they need to lay an egg and they can't get back to the chicken coop. Although, of course, if we ever see them looking like they need to go back to the chicken coop, we obviously immediately come over and transfer them to the chicken coop so they can use the normal nesting box. The construction of the coop is framing material all the way around, which is not quite 2 by 2, but they refer to it as 2x2 framing timber. It's a little bit less than 2 inches across, about 1.5 to 1 3/4 inches, I think it was. And I've constructed the whole of the structure from this framing timber, and then it's all reinforced with angled pieces which I've used on my mitre saw to make, and also reinforced by the hardware cloth, which is stapled everywhere. I think I used 2,000 staples already in this little construction. And then above me there is chicken wire. We don't need to use hardware cloth across the roof because I don't think our foxes are going to be getting onto the roof to get through, so the chicken wire should be strong enough, and it's cheaper than the hardware cloth. So I've stapled, and as you can see, I've used little J-clips all the way along to make sure it's complete. All the lengths of chicken wire are joined together very, very securely, so nothing's going to get through there, I don't think. And there you go, Goldie's enjoying a good scratch down on the ground. All the chickens seem to be very happy, and keep an eye out, there'll be a video coming soon with our ducks as soon as we get them. Take care for now, bye bye.